Hi, it's John from Android Addicts, and this is a quick look at all the available Spigen cases for the Galaxy Z Flip 3. So as you can see, there's only 3 available, which is a bit of a shame, but it is what it is. And what I'll do is I'll go through each case from the cheapest to the most expensive. I'll just see how it looks on the phone, how it feels, and if it's actually any good and worth your money. Now, the UK Spigen site is completely useless. The keepincase.com site. They don't have any prices on there. They don't even have the Flip 3 listed, let alone the Fold 3. So what I'll do is I'll use the retail price of the American site. So the prices will be in dollars, but you can kind of work out how much it'll be in pounds or euros or whatever else it is you use. So what we'll do is we'll just go through each case, see how it feels on the phone, check out the screen protection and any sort of wobble at all when the case is on, and just see whether it's the right case for you and whether it's worth your purchase. I have put Amazon affiliate links in the description if you want to pick any of these up. So with that being said, let's start with the airskin here and we'll see how it is. So this retails at $44.99, so it's quite expensive. Right, so here we are. We have the airskin here, and it's extremely thin plastic, as you can see. Hard plastic here. So $45, is it really worth $45? Let's try and find out. We'll just take off these little sections here and hope that they all stay on okay. These basically help it grip onto the phone. We've got a problem here with this one. You can see it's peeling off as I try and peel off the sort of protective section here. So I'm going to just use my knife here and just make it go back down. Now this is something you shouldn't ever have to do with a case. No, that's completely come off there. I'm not going to bother sticking a new one on. We'll just leave it like that for the time being. So we shall pop it on our Flip 3 here and we'll see how it looks. It's quite a nice snug fit there. Okay, so aside from the fact that little sticker bit didn't come off properly, this actually feels really nice. I'm actually surprised by the feel of this case. It actually looks okay, I'd say. It looks pretty decent. The only sad thing is that you've obviously got these sort of rubberized sections showing through on the case, on the corners here as well. So that does kind of make it look a tiny bit cheap there. But other than that, it's actually quite a nice feel to it. It doesn't really add much thickness to the phone. It feels good in my hand still. The grip as well is quite good because of its sort of plastic style. And we'll just check all the cutouts are all lined up okay. They do appear to be good. You see we've got the volume exposed here. Obviously the fold is also exposed. Just check the cover screen. And we have plenty of protection there, which is nice. Just check on the inside. No protection for your inside display. That's pretty much flush with the rest of the case, as you can see. So let's just see if there's any wobble at all when we pop it on the table. Nice and steady when it's closed. So let's just try it when it's opened up. And that's actually really good. There's no camera wobble whatsoever. So yeah, I'm probably about 80% happy with this case. I think it looks nice. It's very simple, obviously. Cutouts are all okay. It's just a shame about these sections here. Like I said before, it kind of just makes it look a bit cheap. But it does feel nice in the hand, nice and smooth. And like I say, it's very light as well. So that was the airskin. So I'm going to take it off now and we'll move on to the thin fit and see how that looks. Right then, next up is the thin fit, and this retails at $44.99. Okay, so it has a nice feel to it. It is very thin, but it is very sturdy. And the plastic itself feels nice and smooth, but hopefully it's got a bit of grip on there. I'm just going to peel off the protective sections here, and again, just start praying that it doesn't start peeling off. Okay, so the thin fit. Looks like it's going to be pretty much the same as the air skin. Let's pop it on the phone and see how it looks. Okay then, there it is, the thin fit for the Flip 3. So it doesn't look too bad. Let's just make sure we've got it on properly. There we are. Yeah, it's not terrible. It's not the nicest, prettiest looking case I've seen. All the cutouts look good though, so that's nice to see. And we do actually have some protection for our volume buttons. As you can hear, there's plenty of decent feedback through here. This is a very soft button to press, so that's nice. You've got plenty of room there for your thumb to go onto the fingerprint scanner. Yeah, when it's open it looks like this, so it's not too bad. So the cover screen protection looks pretty good to me. Got a good few millimeters there. Also protection for your camera. It's not bumping out at all, so that should be nice and good for our wobble test. On the inside display, we don't really have anything protecting the screen, sadly. That's just again flush with the fold. So let's try the wobble test here, and we should find that there is no wobble at all, even with it open. Yeah, absolutely fine. So yeah, nice little case here. $49.99 though, it's quite expensive. No protection here for the fold itself, but everything else is well protected and it is well cut out as well. So yeah, if you just want a basic thin case and you want a black one, then the thin fit is pretty good, I guess, in that sense. But yeah, $50 seems quite expensive to me. The grip as well, it's not really a grippy case. Now the sides do have this sort of layer at the top here, which is pretty much all the way around. Yep. So that does add some grip when you're holding it from the side, but it's not the grippiest case compared to the Airskin, for example, which was a lot grippier than this. So last up, we're going to move on to the Tough Armor and just see how that looks. Right then, last up we have the Tough Armor here, and this is $64.99. So this is really Spigen's premium case each year. And here we have it out of the box. Now we can see here we have some protection for the folding section of the phone. So I'm hoping that does actually function properly. If you saw my Fold 3 video, you'll see the issues I had there. So let's peel off these sections. We've actually also got additional sticky sections here at the top and bottom, which are coming off okay. Okay, so this case actually comes with hinge protection technology. So that basically means it's got a bit of a strap here between the two sides. So I'm hoping that this actually does work well, because these are, like I say, the sort of premium case from Spigen that they offer each year. So let's stick the phone in and see how it looks. So it's being a bit fiddly getting on. Let's just try taking this section out, and we'll go in like this. Okay, I'm finally happy that that is now on properly. So this is it. This is your Flip 3. It's turned from a nice sleek phone into a big tank of a phone, but we do now have protection for our fold, and that does appear to be working okay, which is good. You can hear there's a bit of a resistance when you close it up, or open up even. So we can see here as it starts to go back inside the underneath of the case. But overall, I'd say it's not too bad. So it does make your phone quite thick and wide. Now that is the whole point in this phone, in this case, sorry. It is meant to turn it into a sort of bulletproof tank. So we can see here all the cutouts are nicely done. They're all lined up nicely. We don't have any protection for our volume button, which is a bit of a shame. Normally on the Tough Armor, they do have some volume button protection. We do have slightly more stylized protection here for our cover display, and we have plenty of protection there for the screen itself and the cameras. They've actually put a bit of effort into the design of this one, I'd say. But yeah, it does look a bit chunky compared to before. We can see the Tough Armor branding there on the side as well. So let's just have a look on the inside. Still no screen protection, sadly, for the front of your phone. And we should find that there's not really any wobble here. Same with it closed, obviously. So yeah, it's a pretty grippy case. Certainly around the sides. The back is obviously very smooth and slippery, so you still want to hold it in a good grip in your hand. But it is quite a nice, bulky, chunky case. And this additional protection for your fold is quite good. So we can still damage the corner here if we have a look, which is a bit of a shame. That would actually get damaged if it did drop and fall on that corner, which, you know, knowing my luck, it probably would. So it's obviously better than nothing because we do have this nice protection here. And of course that just folds back inside the case when it's opened up. So yeah, definitely the best of the bunch, I'd say, with the Tough Armor, but it is obviously the most expensive as well at $64.99. But is that the price you're willing to pay to protect your £1,000 phone? It's not much in the grand scheme of things, and this is certainly going to do it. So that was the Tough Armor, and that was $64.99. Right then, so we'll just do a quick recap of all the cases. We started off with the Airskin here. This is $44.99, very basic, very thin, sort of hard shell case with decent protection on the outside, very good grip, and it did fit on very nicely, nice and snug, and it did make the phone still look okay because it's obviously see-through, so you can still see the colour of your phone. No protection for the fold itself, but everything else was okay apart from that. No camera wobble, nothing at all to worry about when it was on the table. Quite expensive though for what is basically a hard piece of plastic. Next up we have another hard bit of plastic, which is the Thin Fit, and this is $49.99, so a bit more expensive. And basically it's pretty much the same as the Airskin, but it's, you know, it's black and it has a bit less grip. Now the grip on the sides is okay, so you can still hold it on the sides without too much of a problem. When you're holding it from the back, it is slippery on the back itself. No protection for the fold either, but everything else was protected fine and all the cutouts were good. So not terrible, but again, quite expensive for what it is. And last up we had the Tough Armor at $64.99. This is definitely the best out of the bunch in my opinion. It does add a lot of bulk to the phone, but it does also protect the back fold much better than the non-existent protection on the other two, obviously. But overall, for protection for your phone, this is definitely the best one to go for the flip out of the bunch, because you are getting a very thick material which will protect the phone when if it drops down on the floor. So if you do want to protect your device from those sort of drops, if you are prone to dropping your phone, then the Tough Armor is normally the best in the series to go for. And that is $64.99, which is a more reasonable price, I think, for what you get, especially with this fold protection there. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do click on the like button and be sure to subscribe to my channel for more videos in the future. I have put Amazon affiliate links to these cases in the description if you do want to pick any of these up. Be sure to hit the like button, leave any comments down below on your thoughts on these cases. I have also reviewed all the official Samsung cases for the Flip 3, so check out that link in the top right and in the description as well. And if you do have any questions about these cases, do leave them down below in the comments and I'll try and answer them as best I can. You can also become a member of the channel by clicking on the join button, and that really helps out. And again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.